I've little time for talk.
How may I serve?
Hope we find something interesting today. What would you like to talk about? I love maps and old books. Oh, I can lose myself in a library or booksellers for days on end. I'm also a bit of an enophile. It means I like wine. A lot. Problem set. What would you like to talk about? We've already been through more together than most people I've known. Feels like I've known you forever. Not tired of you yet, though.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you. You look like you've got your wits about you. Care to make a bit of extra gold working for Leowin's Ivory Brigade? I've been asked by my captain to find someone who can handle themselves. We need help with a delicate situation. Deadly secrets, assassins, murder. Now apparently a counselor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists, the Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers. Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Lior. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you, and he'll put you right to work, I'm sure.
Something you need to discuss? What would you like to talk about? You're a pretty good adventuring partner, I'd say. Reliable, agreeable. No complaints. Change of plans? What would you like to talk about? I'm an archer by training, so I try to stay at range. Up close, I'm pretty handy with a dagger, but I prefer my bow.
You have my word. If the Counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her. Not now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure... Why didn't you say so? Leowin's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Counselor Jirik has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking. The Wood Elf, Everly Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council, all because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirik refused Brigadine protection. With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jirik is missing, and I don't have enough Brigadines at the ready to conduct the proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Counselor's fate? Here, let me update your map. These are places Jirik visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Everly Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help. Everly Sharparrow is an adventurer from Valenwood, though I get the sense she's relatively new at the job. She recently arrived with news of a threat against the former members of the Imperial Elder Council. I was skeptical at first, but now... She told us that the late Emperor Leovic's steward was murdered by the Dark Brotherhood. Apparently, it pertains to some secret of the Longhouse Emperors, but those details she discussed with Counselor Leviticus. Everly found a number of documents pertaining to this secret. One of these contained a list of names. The steward and some of the counselors. She assumed that since the steward had already been killed, the rest of the list might be next. Counselor Jirik was a member of the Imperial Elder Council, back when we still had an empire. Now her title is mostly ceremonial, but she continues to assist the legates by serving as an intermediary with the local nobility. Since the collapse of the Empire and the dissolution of the Elder Council, Leowin has become an independent city-state. Countess Caro sits on the throne, but the Chamber of Legates governs the city. I suppose the Countess is technically the highest authority in Leowin, but she leaves the administration of the city to the Chamber of Legates. Leviticus, another former council elder, leads this august body, along with Tebeziko and Amhalu.
Captain, are you really trusting the fate of Counselor Jirik to this outsider?
Oh, why didn't Counselor Jirik heed your warnings?
If the Ivory Brigade requires mercenaries to do their job, Perhaps Leowyn needs different protectors.
Pico, over here. Rockgrove begs for your aid. I open my claws in humility, Wanderer. Please, stay to hear my story. Have you heard of the Sulzon tribe? Vicious and unrelenting, they wander through the swamps, attacking any they find. Now, they've fallen upon my home in Rockgrove. A horde of those impure Limphins raided the old city and seized the Zanmir. They captured so many of my kin, or returned them to darkness. Their purpose hides from us. But our Stone Talker claims he recognized their leader, Basse. With a stiff tail and bared abdomen, I beg for your aid. Please, gather a force of your strongest allies. Travel to Rockgrove and drive out the Sulzon. My gratitude fills every pond in the marshes. Ah, perhaps you have not traveled that far south. The old city is a sight to behold. The finest mud puddles in this region, and the stonework amazes any who visit. Most of us live in a village just outside, so that we can keep an eye on the Zanmir. It stands upon large vents of scalding steam that occasionally burst into large geysers. It's a rare occurrence, but they can threaten the structures of the Zanmir. Some of us work to keep it intact when an eruption damages this. One of our village guards, though now she may be our sole remaining defender. She protected us as we ran from the dust on scales, the sinew and veins of our tribe. He serves as conduit between the Hist and Rockgrove Zanmir.
Counselor Jurek? Oh, pardon me. You're not the counselor. Apologies. I heard you... Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork, mostly. Run errands, that sort of... She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her... uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
Someone! Anyone!
What do you say we try
help
some of
me!
the local fare? I'm famished.
I refused to believe I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others. The counselors. Leofic's secret. It will be...
Counselor Jurek! Damn, we're too late! Damn it, I'm too late. Poor Counselor Jurek. She didn't deserve to die like that. At least I don't think she did. Did you see what happened? Who attacked her? The mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Just like with Farrell Lupus. Sorry. I'm working for Counselor Leviticus, the head of the Chamber of Legates. I came to Leowyn to warn him after I stumbled across some secret concerning the Longhouse Emperors. It relates to something called the Four Ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but I'm still puzzling that out. I was working for Farrell Lupus before he was murdered. Found a strange tome with Daedric markings at his behest. Yeah, that's what brought me here. I found a list of names. Farrell Lupus and members of the Elder Council. It said they all knew something about this secret. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right. Let me have your map. I'll mark where Councillors Valeria and Sophis were last seen. Go warn them, convince them to take precautions. Then meet me at Counselor Jirek's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something to shed more light on this secret. I'll get the city guards to come and gather the councillors.
Just tired of walking anyway. I met you. I'm agreeable.
Just die already!
Julie. was a bit of a warm-up. It's going to be a fight. Let's not make it our last. Roll if you can! Easy! Let your magicka recover!
fight with the prince. Just try. You were summoned to serve, so we shall. Smell that?
Finders keepers, as they say. Off we go. I hope we find more than trouble here.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? Danger? What are you talking about? Captain Rianne? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband... What's taking you so long? They should...
Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love!
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Farrell Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Step back and state your business. I was beginning to suspect as much. Lupus, Emperor Leovik's old steward? And Jirik as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
Over here! I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked? Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was! I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or... I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Counselor... hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secret. Good idea. We need to report in to Counselor Leviticus anyway. Let him know what we uncovered. If he has a qualified scribe, great. If not, I know someone. They helped me with those other documents. Let's go to Leowyn Castle and talk to Leviticus. I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the counselors. I'll see...
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least it appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We are perfectly safe in here. You must be damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharaoh Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining counselors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vandacia. Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councillor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin. Everything we do now must be...
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there. Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rian sent me. I need to see Councillor Eivor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Councillor Eivor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, another...
The Councillor...
Oh no! Councillor Eivor's been... The Dark Brotherhood's calling card. they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out. Eibor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant? We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Eibor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now. See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant... something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages? Maybe, but everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton.
Murdered? Gods, keep you... Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigadines never left their post. Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working...
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais's job.
And do you see Talais anywhere?
Another new... She took the counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eibor's a little old, but maybe Talais decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Eibor reeks of fear. Maybe Talais finds that attractive. Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared.
The servants come to the kitchen to mother. That young woman, she has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her. The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talais mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes. Grab the key and the tray.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark. Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked...
Before we check the pantry, let's talk. So, what did we learn? Counselor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting. Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue. Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no, we need to talk about this. No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant. Yes, but we still need to check on Councillor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councillor Van Dacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowyn and consult with Councillor Levine. Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Talais, and how we think the assassin slipped... Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the councillors. Valeria and Van Dacia. Suddenly Remember I told you about that strange book I found? The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it, and the dreams are becoming more frequent. This time it happened right while we were talking. It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away. It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later.
All right? That's... Oh, that's horrible.
The mercenary.
Use the stamina trap!
Later, and you would have found an empty cave. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time? All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowen. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us. Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records. That's good to hear. Perfect. Remind him he's too old to play the hero, and I want to see him in Leowen Castle immediately, if not sooner.
gotcha. Let's ride!
Yeah.
I was attacked in the streets of our fair city, Keshu. I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately. One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey. Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe? Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about? 4 ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair. Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward. I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock.
Some sort of
Hit
acid
me.
ate right
And
through the lock.
escaped.
Look, there's more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Right, let's chat. Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information. Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever. I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we receive no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely. Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery. Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
They're coming for us.
So, the mercenary from Leowyn has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you... Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Aha. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood... What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowyn, and we'll share this information with Leviticus. What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment. Yes, I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leovik's secret and the ambitions? Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovik had each of the counselors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leovik knew everything. That's our prevailing theory. If the counselors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues. Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The Sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen. Jirik's and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow counselors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. I'd like you and Evely to go to Bloodrun Cave to ascertain the situation there. Talk to Evely and make your plans. Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No, better to send you and Evely to investigate the situation. Then we can determine if a more forceful response is warranted.
Hey, partner! All right, you heard Leviticus. Time to get back to work. While the counselors stay safe in Leyawiin Castle and wait for the scribe to arrive, we need to find out what the Dark Brotherhood is actually up to. Show me that letter you found in Gideon. Yeah, these are definitely orders. It mentions Bloodrun Cave. That's northeast of Leyawiin, toward the edge of Blackwood territory. Well, as the spinners always say, the best way to find out what's happening in the clearing is to step into it. Of course it does. Nothing has been easy since I found that strange book and started chasing down Leovik's secret. Well, are you still interested in solving the mystery of... The counselor should be safe, so meet me at Bloodrun Cave. We need to determine if the Dark Brotherhood is behind the murders or not. Either way, that sanctuary is a threat to Blackwood. I just hope I don't have another one of those waking visions. Remember back at Fort Blueblood when we found the murdered servant? I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. Order of the Waking Flame, I think. It was brief and powerful, over in a moment, but the figure felt evil. What else could it be? The book seems very old, and it's written in a language we can't read. Just carrying it around, it feels heavy, oppressive, like a burden I didn't know I had. But Lupus sent me to find it. It must be important. I don't know. I'm an archer, not a Daedric scholar or anything. I don't think I should let the Order of the Waking Flame get their hands on it, though. And maybe one of these visions, if I have any more, will actually help us figure this all out. No, but that last vision I had was clearly a warning about the cult leader, whoever they are. They're powerful and evil. So, bad dreams or no bad dreams, I think I'll hang on to the book, just in case. I'll meet you at
Bloodrun Cave is a dangerous place, whether the Dark Brotherhood is present or not. You and Evely should be on your guard at all times. Evely brought word of a threat against the former members of the Imperial Elder Council. We don't actually know. We sent for an Imperial scribe to decipher the... Leviticus, Valeria, and Vandacia are safely ensconced in Leyawiin Castle. Unfortunately, we couldn't save Jirik, Sophus, and Eivor. You found the Dark Brotherhood's calling card at every scene, yet the assassin you met claims they killed no one. Assassins are not the most reliable source of truth. Still, that's part of what we're sending you to their sanctuary to determine. Good luck, mercenary. We're all counting on you.
I promise to remain in Leyawan Castle and help comb through the records when the scribe arrives. At this point, I want to know why someone is trying to kill us. Maybe even more than you do.
Change of plans? What would you like to talk about? I can't stand goblins, or snakes, or boats. They all make me want to retch, for different reasons. The less we deal with any of them, the better.